Hi, this is Sophia Carmen, host of the Dream Big podcast show, place to learn, laugh, and grow.
And this is Olga Karpman. Welcome to the new episode.
Today we're going to uncover the question that bothered me for quite some time.
What is it, Sophia?
How my biggest enemy became my friend.
That's going to be interesting, Sophia. Are you ready, big dreamers?
Because it's time to dream big.
Welcome to the Dream Big podcast show. We're inspiring you to shoot for the moon, take aim and go. We bring to you amazing guests who truly love what they do. Every day they're living their dreams, and so can you. Dream big, take action to reach your goals. Are you pumped yet? It's showtime, let's rock and roll.
Today I would like to start with a quote Eleanor Roosevelt once said. Do one thing every day that scares you. I personally love this quote, but we'll get to it at the very end, Mom.
Keep this quote in mind because today, big dreamers, we will uncover how not only overcome your fears, but also make them your best friends and why. Sophia will share some strategies with you.
You know, big dreamers, sometimes I'm happy scared, sometimes I'm happy excited, and sometimes I'm scared. And in the last episode, I revealed a little bit of my scared part, okay?
We were talking about going to Disneyland, and that was episode 309. And if you remember, Sophia shared the story about the roller coaster and how scared she was.
I was really scared.
So today, she's going to uncover a little bit more of that. And she actually became the boss of that fear.
Almost.
Did you?
Yeah.
Almost?
Almost, like a tiny sliver.
And she shared afterwards that she used specific strategy that I wanted her to tell you because I'm pretty sure we all get scared sometimes.
A lot of
It doesn't
times
matter how old we are. But
It
we
doesn't
do have
matter if
fears.
you're 40. It doesn't matter if you're 11. It doesn't matter if you're my age. Everybody gets scared. A lot of adults associate fear with something really bad, but kids don't do that. They just think, it's okay, I can't go back. Today, I want to break that belief. I want to say that fears are as important as other emotions.
That's right. I agree with you, Sophia. And we can't just shovel under the rug that we're scared, right? And we can't just collect emotional garbage, I would say. It's important to talk about fears. And you know, one thing that I admire in you and other big dreamers, I admire people who can talk about their fears, who don't think that it's something shameful or something really, really bad. And that's one of million things that I like about you.
I love you, Mom. Fear can help protect us. Fear can keep you safe.
That's right. It makes us alert to danger and prepares us to deal with it. Feeling afraid is very natural and helpful in some situations. For example, if you, Sophia, crossing the street and let's say you wouldn't be scared of the car and you would stay there on the road, what would happen?
I would get hit.
Exactly. Or if you walk on the edge of the building, high-rise building, and you absolutely not scared to jump off, what would happen?
You would get hurt.
Exactly. So fears can be like a warning, a signal that cautions us to be very careful. And fear acts as an internal danger alarm.
Without fear, you wouldn't live very long because you wouldn't be aware or care of the threats around you. Mom, I learned when you get scared, your body reacts physically.
That's right. So that you can handle danger, also known as the fight or flight response. Without this fear response, when you're in jeopardy, you wouldn't have the energy, focus, speed, or strength to fight or flee.
However, you won't live life to the fullest if you're always afraid of everything. You won't go outside. You won't be on a swing. You can't go on a roller coaster. You can't feed a plant.
Exactly. You're always going to be scared. That's why today we're so grateful for you, Sophia, that you're going to share personal stories, how you overcame that fear.
This is going to be my story about Hyperspeed Mountain. It was really scary, and the name kind of made me scared.
And Hyperspeed Mountain is the roller coaster in Disneyland. And Sophia mentioned in the last episode that she didn't want to go there. She was so afraid. She told us that she'll never go on it. It's dark. She can't see anything. And how was it, Sophia?
It was okay.
How did you feel at first? Tell us the truth.
I felt really scared.
And then what happened then?
And then I realized if you can't see anything, I mean, you think you're going to go straight with a couple sharp turns, and then down, and it was fun. During that ride, I made the strategy, how to make your best friend. First of all, talk about it. It's okay to be scared. Try to breathe deeper and longer, because I was holding my breath.
At some point, I turned to Sophia, and she had her cheeks full of air, and she was holding her. I was like, Sophia, breathe. It's okay. It's all good.
I was holding my breath. I'm like, all cheeky.
Yeah, and like a balloon. I thought she gonna take off from the seat. Like a balloon. So did it help when you started breathing a little deeper and
I
calmer?
was not deep breathing.
It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard to change it right away. But if you remember it for the next time to take deep breath and actually it calms you down.
I've been on roller coasters ever since I was really little. And, well, I've always been holding my breath.
Is there something else that helped you?
Trying to imagine a different picture or even draw a different picture.
Did you make it silly in your mind?
I did.
Like what?
I made the picture silly. I made little aliens floating by.
That's cute. So yes, big dreamers, if there is a fear that bothers you for a while, try to sit down with maybe your parents or even by yourself and draw a picture of it. Maybe at first it will be dark and all gloomy. It doesn't matter what kind of fear. It can be fear of heights, fear of spiders, or anything. Let's say it's fear of spiders, and you draw a spider, and he'll be like dark and big. Try to make it a little smaller. Try to make silly face on that spider.
Maybe make one eye big and one eye small.
Yeah, and then make yourself bigger than that spider. Just make the picture, draw pictures so silly that you cannot help but laugh. Color it, because sometimes we tend to have our fears in a dark place, gray, dark place. But when we make it colorful, it's all silly and happy and jolly.
My fear was in a dark place anyway. My fear was in Hyperspeed Mountain, was a pretty dark place. And last but not least, have somebody by your side who believes in you, like my mom or my dad.
That's a great advice, great strategy. So, Sophia, did I hear this right? First, talk about it. It's okay to be scared. Second, try to breathe deeper and longer if you can. Maybe not on the first try. Third, try to make a picture of your fear silly, even in your mind, if it's happening right now, or on a piece of paper, if you've had this fear for a while. And fourth, have someone by your side who believes in you and can cheer you on. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
So did it help you on your next ride?
A little bit.
Was it easier?
A little bit.
And that bear mountain.
Oh, the bear mountain. The bear mountain, it was kind of like Splash Mountain, but it had more drops and was a little less friendly.
And we all were sitting there in the same spot, in the same, I don't know what's it called. How would you say it? It's like a little spinning cup.
No, it's not a cup, a raft.
Oh, yes, it's a raft. Yes, we were all sitting, all our family were sitting in a
little
round raft, and we were laughing. And Bobby was making silly faces.
And Bobby had the driest seat, too.
Yes, so that was fun. We also just recently rebroadcast our interview with our former guest, Simon Sinek. In episode 308, Simon shared that your body reacts in similar way when you're nervous and when you're excited. And your heart rate goes up. Maybe your palms can get a bit sweaty. Maybe you get a little shaky. So Simon shared that the high performance, like Olympic athletes, interpret those feelings not as being nervous or scared, but rather as feelings of excitement. So I encourage you, big dreamers, to go and listen to our interview. There was an interview that Eva recorded quite a bit long time ago, but it's still so good. We decided to rebroadcast.
Speaking of excitement, Mom, feeling in fear in the right dose is exciting. Many people scare themselves on purpose. They ride roller coasters, as what I did, go cliff diving like I did, and watch scary movies like I sometimes do.
Actually, funny story about cliff diving, Sophia. Maybe you remember we went to Mexico one year.
I remember.
You do?
Uh-huh.
We were she was about 4 years old, and it was a cliff that was 2-story high or even higher. So to our surprise, Sophia said, I'm gonna go cliff jumping. We looked at each other, me and Dad looked at each other like, what? 2-story high? She's this little. Like, okay, we're not going to stop her. She put her life vest on. She climbed. She stood there without a second of double thought. She jumped right in. Everyone was cheering on.
No.
They were shocked that she was so little and she jumped without any hesitations. And adults were standing there kind of double thinking, should they do it? Should they not? Well, I have to say that for a lot of things, for kids, you guys don't have double thought for a lot of things. You just do it. It's fun. It's exciting for you.
It's exciting for me and I kind of want to go back there again. And since I know I was a little bit scared on that, since I know it's not going to be scary and I'm not going to hurt anybody, I'm going to do it again. And next time I'm going to climb, there's a little rock climbing wall.
Yes. So once you do something one time, second time, third time, you understand that it's actually very, very exciting. And sometimes fears make you feel alive because you step outside of your comfort zone.
Yeah. Mom, is it true that usually excitement increases adrenaline?
That's right. The excitement usually increases adrenaline, which in turn increases glucose converted into energy. And just as caffeine, a little bit of fear is a boost of adrenaline. It's nearly impossible, Sophia, to be thinking of your everyday pressures and worries when you're experiencing fear or feeling scared. Fear works like an eraser for the mind. Do you know when you're excited, you also can think of fear? Sophia, is it possible to be scared when you are thinking about going on a play date?
No.
When you're super excited?
It's almost not impossible.
So I think the solution is a lot of times to switch from fear to excitement. And also remember that the right dose of fear is a little bit exciting. Do you have a challenge for us today?
Yes, I do have a challenge. Remember that quote I read at the beginning? Do one thing every day that scares you. Do exactly that for at least 3 to 5 days straight and let me know how it went.
That's a great challenge, Sophia. Big dreamers, let us know what kind of things you're doing every day. Maybe it's going on a bike ride. Maybe you wanted to do it for a while, but you've been scared to fall and you eventually gonna do it. Or what other examples, Sophia?
Maybe you want to help a spider. Maybe you want to even pick it up.
Oh, we actually have a great strategy for picking up spiders. If you're afraid of spiders, just if you find one, cover him with a cup, clear cup, and ask your parents to help you. Put paper underneath the cup so spider doesn't escape, and take it outside of your house and release it. You'll help a spider.
Yeah.
Please let us know how challenge went and write us email or send me a message on Instagram. And our Instagram, Dream Big Podcast. You'll find me and Sophia and all our stories there.
And the picture of Hyperspeed Mountain roller coaster ride.
That's all for today, Big Dreamers. If you enjoyed this episode, then please tell your friends and family about it. And also write us review. It really helps to stay up in the podcast and iTunes, and also will help us in the future to invite amazing guests. And just remember, we are very, very grateful to have you here. Please subscribe to our podcast, subscribe to our Instagram. Let us know what other topics you would like us to uncover, or maybe guests that you would like us to invite.
As always, thank you so much for tuning into the Dream Big Podcast. This is Sophia Cartman
And Olga Karpman,
reminding you that you have unlimited potential. Your dreams are not optional. You need to make them essential. So take massive actions and turn those big dreams into reality. Live with passion the way life was meant to be. See you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.